What the hell? I was excited when Jeff mentioned he was bringing his wife over. But then, it turns out his partner is you, a divorced 45-year-old hag. What a disappointment! Excuse me? It's true that I'm 45, but Jeff is 39 years old and close to my age. So calling me a hag is just too much. How dare you talk back to me? That's probably why you got divorced. What are you trying to say? You probably got dumped by your ex-husband. It's such a shame that you're a divorced woman. Shame on you. He didn't dump me. He passed away from cancer, so I'm widowed. Oh, really? Maybe you poisoned him with something causing his cancer. I can imagine you doing that. I would never do such a thing. That's going too far, Betty. Shut up. I don't approve of this marriage. Seriously, it's extremely rude to get married without even meeting me. Since you are a dumb old hag, you have no common sense. You thought you couldn't marry my son except this way, right? Well, that's partly true. I heard that you wanted Jeff to marry a woman younger than him. I knew you never approved of me. So I talked to Jeff about it, and we decided to register our marriage first. Oh, please. Stop lying. Jeff wouldn't lie or betray me like this. You probably threatened or forced Jeff into marrying you. This marriage is invalid. You should divorce him immediately. But listen to me, Betty. Why should I listen to you? Shut up. If you are 45 years old, you can't have children anymore. Oh, my poor son. He won't even be able to be a father. You know Jeff loves kids. Our family has always been blessed with children for generations. I see. And you ruined that. My family has been cursed. It's all because of you. Let me make something clear. Jeff and I have had discussions about our future, and it's true. He used to dream of having a big family when he was younger. I heard you were too overprotective of your son. That's why his past relationships didn't work out. He even mentioned feeling relieved when you moved to the nursing home, as he could finally focus on himself. Now Jeff is already 39 years old, and if we were to have a child, by the time that child reaches their 20s, both Jeff and I would be in our 60s. We both agree that we don't want to burden our future child with taking care of us in our old age. So we've decided not to have children. Jeff wouldn't say such a thing. I was overprotective? What? I was trying to help him find the perfect woman. I heard you caused Jeff's breakup with his ex-girlfriend. That's because the woman he was dating came from a poor family, and she was in her 30s. Healthy kids usually come from women in their 20s. A poor woman wouldn't be a good fit for him. Plus, a wife should be a homemaker. And yet, you're still working full-time, right? Yes, I telework. What's that? Are you intentionally using complicated words with me? No, I'm not. I work from home. See? That's why you failed as a wife. What do you mean? Working from home is just like doing some side job, right? You must be earning nothing with that kind of job and not doing your housework. Yet, you sound like you work full-time. You got dumped before, yet you're so full of yourself. It seems nothing I say will convince you anymore. Jeff wasn't happy with your attitude like that, Betty. That's why we kept our relationship secret and registered our marriage first. I was hoping you'd welcome me as a new family member. But if you keep acting this way, we'll have to keep our distance. And we won't be reaching out to you anymore. What's with the disrespect? Who do you think you are? Listen, I don't approve of your marriage with my son. Just get divorced already. Jeff and I are happy together. Divorce is not an option. How dare you talk back to me like that? You may get along with my son, but you certainly don't with me. Jeff should marry a younger woman. Just hurry up and get a divorce. I'm not getting a divorce. I'll say goodbye for now. Take care. Betty, I received a call from the caregiver at the nursing home. It seems you've been causing trouble for others. What? That's not true. You persistently pursued an 80-year-old man to buy you a bag, right? That old man has a lot of money, so he's a good sucker. Please stop. It's causing trouble. You have no right to say that. I heard you've been ordering food delivery because you find the meals tasteless. Well, I'm a gourmet. I can't stand that elderly food. It's a nursing home that Jeff arranged for me because he worried about leaving me alone. The other services are fine, but I can't stand the meals. Please stop charging the food delivery bill to your room next door. She's a wealthy old lady. She loves treating me. And there's more. You're selling herbal tea to various people, right? Yeah, I just have a bunch of herbal tea. Too much for me. I'm selling it for $20 per pack. It's just a little pocket money for me. You've been scolded by the caregiver for various problematic behaviors. Jeff is upset about it. Please stop doing such things from now on. Oh, are you giving me orders? Jeff wouldn't be bothered by it, I'm sure. He must be happy to hear about what's going on with me. If you keep up with all these problematic behaviors, they might ask you to leave. What do you mean? Don't you know how to respect me? There are nurses on site, and they provide meal services and full care. I know. Do you know how much it costs? I don't care. Shut up. I'm still in good health, so I don't need nursing care. But Jeff insisted, so I agreed to move in. You should be grateful that you live in such a good and safe environment. If you continue behaving badly, you'll be kicked out. I don't care if I'm kicked out. I'll go to your house and kick you out from there. If you don't divorce quickly, I'll make it happen for real. Hey, Betty. Could you please stop spreading rumors about me at the nursing home? Even my relatives have heard about it. Now I'm completely rumored to be a bad wife. Huh? It's not just a rumor. It's the truth. You made your ex-husband eat unhealthy food and sent him to the afterlife with cancer. Moreover, you deceived my son and married him. You are such an evil person. It's a big deal to have such an evil person in the family, so I'll have to tell all my relatives about you. Please stop it. But you chose a good time to contact me. What? Today, I will prove how incompetent a wife you are in front of my relatives. I will expose the true nature of the miserable 45-year-old hag. To get their reaction, I'll go live with you. What do you mean by my true nature? What did I do? Wearing such scandalous underwear at your age? What are you thinking? Underwear? Where on earth did you get that idea? Obviously, from your closet. I said before that if you don't divorce, I'll come to your house. I saved money from selling herbal tea and traveled alone to your house. You thought I couldn't do such a thing because I live in a nursing home, didn't you? When I said I'd expose the wife's true nature, the relatives gladly lent me a spare key. What? Please don't enter my room without permission. I'll expose you to all my relatives. Stop it, please. Oh my God, look at this underwear. It's a normal kind of underwear. Stop humiliating me for no reason. Only a hooker would wear this kind of underwear. I don't think so. Oh, Lord. My son was deceived. My son deserves a younger woman who's never been married before. He doesn't deserve a miserable 45-year-old hag. The whole family wants you and Jeff divorced. Just get the divorce now. No way. Once you divorce, I'll have Jeff go on an arranged marriage right away. I know a young lady from a good family. She's around 23, I think. She's young and attractive, and she also wants to become a full-time housewife, so it's perfect. Of course, she'll have lots of children. They will have the big family that Jeff dreamed of. Unlike a prideful but useless 45-year-old hag, she can make Jeff happy. What? That's too far. You deserve to be alone for the rest of your life. But I don't want to divorce Jeff. Hey, Betty? I don't know what's going on. Everybody just left. They were so angry. They said they'd never come to see me anymore. I don't get it. I just showed your scandalous underwear. It appears that way. Thanks to your live stream, I saw it too. I started receiving concerned messages from relatives. Concerned messages? You mean they messaged you telling you to divorce Jeff? Now that your true colors have been exposed to the relatives, you have no choice but to divorce my son. No, that's not it. Instead of me, your true color has been exposed by your own actions. Have you already forgotten what the relatives said to you earlier? Everyone was shocked by your disgraceful behavior in the nursing home and the insults towards me. Did you see their reaction when you called me an old hag? Everyone was also shocked by how overly protective you were of Jeff and how it ruined his past relationships. Also, you didn't borrow the spare key. You broke in through the window, right? Everything you said and did was really terrible and only made you look bad. I was concerned that the relatives believed your rumor at first. But I'm relieved that now they've seen for themselves what a terrible person you are. What are you talking about? Surely, everyone left because they were disgusted to know what kind of person you are. You're now disliked by the entire family. You have no place here. So hurry up and get a divorce. I don't see any reason to get a divorce. Shut up! The fact that I don't approve of this marriage is reason enough. Just get a divorce now. If you insist so much, then... I've already talked to the future wife of Jeff. All that's left is for you to disappear. Do you really want me to get a divorce? Oh my goodness. How many times do I have to tell you? Of course. Jeff doesn't need a miserable old hag as a wife. Just divorce him. All right. Then I'll stop sending you $2,500 a month. What? You didn't know? I'm the one supporting you financially. What do you mean? Don't say stupid things. It should be Jeff who's supporting me. Jeff's salary isn't enough, so I'm the one supporting you. What? I thought you worked part-time. How is that possible? Are you doing shady business? No, I'm not. I'm actually an investor. What? I earn income through investments. I don't understand. What? I live off the dividends and gains from the sale of my shares. Is that what you meant by telework? Yeah, I work from home. I also manage my late husband's estate well. What? The estate of your late husband? It's all your fault why he passed away, right? The inheritance was probably taken by your late husband's mother. I don't understand why you're making such assumptions. My late husband passed away due to cancer, and I received an inheritance as well. So what? Even if that's true, it doesn't change the fact that you are a miserable old hag. Besides, I don't believe Jeff doesn't earn that much. Jeff is doing his best, but it's tough with just his factory salary. Are you looking down on my son? I don't care about your late husband's inheritance. I know it's a lie that you're making money just by working from home. You must be earning only about $100 a month from your so-called telework. Besides, Jeff put me in this nursing home a year ago. Didn't you marry Jeff just 2 months ago? Then the timeline doesn't match up. How could you even blatantly lie like this? Betty, think about it. Jeff used to work in an office before switching to the factory, right? He was making more money back then. If he had stayed in that job, he could have easily covered the costs of the nursing home with his salary alone. So what? Do you know why Jeff had to change jobs? It's because you tried to force him into a relationship with one of his coworkers. What? That's also why he decided to move you into a nursing home and keep your distance. But it became a big issue at the office, and Jeff couldn't continue working at his company. He ended up taking a lower-paying job at a factory. What's that supposed to mean? You're saying it's my fault? Yes, it is. At this point, I'll say it clearly. All of your actions are getting in the way of Jeff's life. He's kind, so he might not have said these things to you directly. But the fact that he never visited you in the nursing home says it all, don't you think? He distanced himself from you, and after that, he met me. And he's finally enjoying his own life. Honestly, after hearing all the things you've done to him, it makes me dislike you. I thought I would continue to support you financially as a gesture of love for Jeff. But that ends today. Wait. About the divorce? What? I've been forgetful lately. Oh, really? It doesn't seem that way. No, it's really bad. I might have said something outrageous, but forgive me. It's just what old people do, you know. The staff at the nursing home didn't mention anything about you being forgetful. I'm sorry. Let's forget about the divorce talk. I never intended to divorce from the beginning. I've already told Jeff everything that happened this time. What? Really? I've also told him about the harassment from you and the humiliation I faced today. Jeff has also had enough and says he's reached his limit. He's furious and disappointed with you. He said he wants to cut ties with you. He thinks sending you to a distant nursing home wasn't enough. If we don't cut ties completely, you'll ruin the rest of our life. No. That's not true. Please forgive me. It's too late now. I apologize for calling you an old hag. I'm sorry for spreading rumors about you. I take back everything I've said. So please forgive me. That's not the only thing I'm upset about. You're selfish and you don't mind causing trouble for others. I especially can't forgive you for ruining Jeff's life. From now on, I will support him for the rest of his life. We don't need you, Betty. Please! I apologize for everything I said. I'll get down on my knees if you want me to. Hundreds or thousands of times. I won't forgive you even if you kneel tens of thousands of times. Goodbye, Betty. After that, we decided to stop paying for Betty's nursing home fees. Betty apparently asked relatives and fellow residents to pay her bill, but nobody offered help. Instead, she was asked to return the money she had overcharged for selling herbal tea. Betty left the nursing home on her own and moved to a cheaper apartment. Looks like she's not exactly living her best life in her golden years. We relocated and cut ties with Betty, and now we're living peacefully. Seeing Betty's struggles made us realize we don't want to end up like her in retirement. We're planning to work hard together and save money properly from now on.